Good afternoon, everyone. So here we are back again with a new session of case study. And today we are going to do a case study on pollution dome. Okay? Pollution dome is the topic and we have zeroed in on a place that is Delhi here. Fine. So pollution dome, Delhi. And before I start the case study, I will try to explain how you have to use the case study for those who are joining it for a very first time. Okay? So just see PYQs. What are the PYQs that you can easily align with this particular case study? Because this is about the pollution dome in Delhi. And the questions that have been asked in the recent years is, what is pollution dome? Okay. Discuss its formation and impacts. 10 marks hai, and it was asked in 2022. Another question was, explain the nature of urban climates and their impact on global environmental change. Okay, this was of 15 marks and it was asked in 2019. So basically ये दो questions है where you can use the case study that we are going to do today. ठीक है, इसके अलावा और भी themes हैं that you can use. This particular case study can be used in a theme of photochemical smog. ठीक है, photochemical smog और urban smog में you can use it. ठीक है, urban smog, or you can use it for temperature inversion. If a question is there about the temperature inversion, or you need to establish a relation between temperature inversion and atmospheric stability, then this case study could be the suitable one for it. ठीक है, atmospheric stability. ठीक है, तो पॉल्यूशन डोम में, टेम्परेचर इन्वर्जन में, एटमॉस्फेरिक स्टेबिलिटी में, और अबाउट अर्बन क्लाइमेट्स में भी यू कैन यूज दिस, क्योंकि क्वेश्चन दिस वाज नेचर ऑफ अर्बन क्लाइमेट्स. ठीक है, बिकॉज पॉल्यूशन डोम इज द प्रोसेस दैट मोस्ट ऑफ टाइम अकर्स इन द अर्बन एरियाज. So before I start, I just want to let you know how we have to use the case study. देखिए, suppose there is a question and the question is कि examine the initiatives taken by government of India for forest conservation. ठीक है, this is a question and you have to examine the initiatives taken by the for government of India for forest conservation. So first, what will you do in your intro part? You will write a small intro about forest conservation. कि basically what is the forest conservation, क्या होता है, ठीक है. Then just immediately after the introduction, you have to draw a schematics. Schematics draw करेंगे and you will try to write as much points as you can write which are related to the forest conservation program. जैसे एक है ग्रीन इंडिया मिशन, तो आपने यू हैव रिटन ग्रीन इंडिया मिशन. ठीक है. Another is you might have heard about Campa funds, तो Campa funds लिख दिया. Similarly, national afforestation program, वो लिख दिया आपने, because this is also one such initiative for forest conservation. ठीक है. Apart from this, you can write joint forest management. ठीक है. You can include the Prime Minister Van Dhan Yojana. So all these are the initiatives that have been taken for forest conservation. So intro, then schematics. ठीक है, this is schematics where you can show that these points are all related with the forest conservation. Then you have to examine. Here will be the body part. And इसमें आप लिखोगे कि हाँ, this Prime Minister Van Dhan Yojana has done this point 1, 2, 3, 4. ठीक है, whatever points you want to write it. Then, because this question is about the forest conservation, so you have to write a case study on the core area, and the core area here is forest conservation. So now you can write a case study. You have to make a heading, case study. ठीक है, केस स्टडी समझ लो आप, जॉइंट फॉरेस्ट मैनेजमेंट, जॉइंट फॉरेस्ट मैनेजमेंट. ठीक है, जॉइंट फॉरेस्ट मैनेजमेंट, किसी का भी एग्जाम्पल वो ले सकते हैं आप, लाइक जॉइंट फॉरेस्ट मैनेजमेंट आदिलाबाद ऑफ तेलंगाना. ठीक है. नाउ व्हाट यू हैव टू डू हियर इज, फर्स्ट इज यू हैव टू ड्रॉ अ रीजनल मैप. ठीक है. मैप बनाएंगे मींस दिस इज अ मैप ऑफ सपोज तेलंगाना. शो टू थ्री लोकेशंस हियर एंड देयर. कोई यहाँ पे लोकेशन यहाँ एंड ऑल. Regional map. Then second point is you have to give a two-line description. Two-line description about this joint forest management. ठीक है. That joint forest management in Telangana, Adilabad is an initiative that has been taken by a particular community. ठीक है. And they have managed to restore the wetlands. They have managed to restore the fertility and all. ठीक है. ऐसा कुछ दो lines. Third line में you have to write one line for data. One line for data. Data means okay, how much trees they have managed to restore, how much of the wasteland they have managed to restore, or what all are the income they have, या फिर कोई income that they have accrued it by selling the minor forest produce. ठीक है. Any numbers that could substantiate or that could prove that yes, this is something that is related to the joint forest management. ठीक है. Then finally what you have to do is you have to write a conclusion in this last part. ठीक है. So this case study is also called as regional examples because you are here talking about a region that is related to the forest conservation. So I think you have got an idea कि now you have how you have to use the case studies. The question is there. First, you must write some intro part, that is what is the forest conservation. Make schematics, make a flow chart. ठीक है. You can show it in columns, tabular form also, some initiatives. Then what all are you want to explain, इसमें से अगर if you have a 10 points you have to explain 3 4 or 5. ठीक है. Not more than 5. Then a case study, and that also is subject to the word limit also. Then case study, that there is a case study of joint forest management Adilabad Telangana mein. You have to draw a regional map of Telangana. Two-line description regarding the positive or the negative feature of joint forest management, and one line for a data that is completely supporting your description. ठीक है. That is supporting your statement. And finally conclusion, and conclusion में try करो कि conclusion must be linked with some current affairs. ठीक है. Try to link conclusion with the current affairs, or conclusion could be the one which has a futuristic जिसका वो vision. ठीक है. Must have a futuristic vision. So now let's see the pollution dome. ठीक है. Pollution dome, and we have zeroed it on Delhi. तो again जैसा कि मैंने बताया कि first you have to draw a regional map. So I am drawing a regional map of Delhi here because this is about Delhi. So I'm drawing a regional map to show Delhi कैसा है. बिल्कुल ऐसा तो नहीं है, थोड़ा सा जो है रफ मैप है ये, but it must be drawn like it must be understood to everyone. ठीक है. On this side we have a Noida, that is a part of UP. This side we have a Faridabad, that is from the districts of Haryana. On this side this is Gurgaon or Gurugram. ठीक है. And this is highway that connects Delhi with Chandigarh. ठीक है. Plus you can locate couple of places like Connaught Place, which is one of the happening places of Delhi. ठीक है. करोल बाग लिख सकते हो. लॉट ऑफ यू आर इन करोल बाग. यहाँ पे करोल बाग है. ठीक है. This side we have a Narela, which is a industrial town, and I'm showing you many places, but that doesn't mean कि you have to show all these places. I'm just giving you information that because ये सब सारा जो है आपका must be complete within 30 seconds. और आप दिखा दो यहाँ पे रिवर यमुना. ठीक है. दिस इज रिवर यमुना, और यहाँ से एक और भी रिवर आती है, दैट इज This is river Sahibi. Although these rivers are now polluted and hardly you will see the rivers in Delhi, but yes, these are the natural courses of these rivers. Okay. So what I have to do is I have to explain you what is pollution dome. Okay, before you understood the pollution dome, you must understand some mechanism. And pollution dome is very much related to the temperature inversion, which belongs to the climatology section. ठीक है, क्लाइमेटोलॉजी में आप लोग पढ़ेंगे टेम्परेचर इन्वर्जन. देखिए, इन नॉर्मल कंडीशंस में क्या होता है, यू नो, सपोज दिस इज अ समर कंडीशंस आर देयर, एंड समर में द एंटायर लैंड गेट्स हीटेड अप. There is a lot of scorching heat these days. So what happens? The air that is warm, it expands. This warm air expands and it starts moving upwards. Okay? Warm air expands as it gets heated up and it starts moving upwards, or it is a ascending air. As the air is ascending or as the air is moving upwards, this place, this place is now left. So this has been occupied by a sinking cold air. Okay? This is cold air. This is also a cold air, which is a sinking one. And this is the warm air. This is also, and warm air is a rising air. ठीक है. तो क्या होगा इन समर्स में? द वार्म एयर गेट्स हीटेड अप, it rises, it expands and moves upward, while this its place is being occupied or it has been replaced by the cold sinking air. ठीक है. तो in this condition में what will happen? Whatever pollution is available at the ground level, ठीक है, whatever pollution, either it is in terms of industries, vehicles, cigarettes, smoke, that all the pollutants जो हैं आपके, they get dispersed. These pollutants disperse in atmosphere. ठीक है, एंड इसको बोलते हैं ड्यू टू द वर्टिकल मिक्सिंग. ड्यू टू द वर्टिकल मिक्सिंग. ठीक है, as the warm air is rising upward, along with the warm air the pollutants are also moving upwards and dispersing into the atmosphere, and that is facilitated by the vertical mixing of air. और इसमें जो air होगी, that will be like this. The hottest air is at the ground, means 40 degrees Celsius. Above air will be 35 degree. If you go higher, you will find that it is 30 degree. Again, if you go higher, it will be 20. And if you go higher, it will be 10. So we can say that in usual conditions, temperature decreases with increasing altitude. ठीक है, इसमें क्या है? The temperature is decreasing with the increasing altitude, and this is happening in the usual conditions or the normal conditions. But there is another case. ठीक है, although this is not the exact numbers, because there is some other lapse rates that are available which are defining how temperature is increasing, but this is just a general convention as you go higher the temperature decreases with the increasing altitude. This is a case of normal condition. Now come to this. There is another condition which is being known by the winters. ठीक है, अब आए हैं आपके winters. और winters में क्या होगा? You will find that the temperature, ठीक है, during the day a lot of heat is being absorbed by the ground, while during the nights what happened, all the heat that is being absorbed by the ground, it is re-radiated back into the space. Heat re-radiated. Heat is re-radiated by the ground into the space. तो होगा क्या उससे? If the heat is being lost by the ground, that means the ground will get cool, or we will find the coldest layer of air here. This will be the cold. ठीक है, and there will be a layer that is above it. This will be a bit warmer. वार्मर मीन्स डजंट मीन कि बहुत गर्म होगी, but it will be warmer than the this one. And again on the top you will find a cool layer here. ठीक है, तो why it is happening? Because the heat that was absorbed during the day, it has to be lost, and it has been re-radiated by the ground back into the space or atmosphere. And as the heat was re-radiated, the atmosphere that is closest to the ground has become the most cooled layer. That is this one, cold layer. तो temperature यहाँ पे कैसा दिखेगा आपको? Here the condition will be like this. At base, it will be 5 degree. Just above this, you will find 10 degree. And again on this, you will find 5 degree. ठीक है? So what we can say here? Here we cannot say that the temperature is decreasing with the increasing altitude. फिर उसके ऊपर आप कह सकते हो कि 3 degree होगा. This condition is called as temperature inversion. Temperature inversion. Because this is not following the same thing. The law is not being followed here. That is, temperature decreases with the increasing altitude. ठीक है, इस रूल को जो है कंप्लीटली इट हैज नेगेटेड द इफेक्ट. हेयर द टेम्परेचर यहाँ पे इतना है, या इसका एक ग्राफ भी बना सकते हो आप लाइक दिस. फर्स्ट टेम्परेचर इज इंक्रीजिंग, then temperature is in first temperature decreasing, then temperature is increasing, and again temperature is decreasing. This is the cold, this is warm, and this is again a cold layer. So this is called as temperature inversion. Now this temperature inversion is related to the pollution dome. Okay, this temperature inversion is related to the pollution dome. How? Because in earlier summer conditions we have seen, as the air is rising upward, all the pollutants that have been present there, it also gets dispersed. It also starts moving with the pollutants. But now this layer is the coldest layer, and all the pollutants, this is a sinking layer. Remember this, the cold air sinks and the warm air जो है आपका that rises. And as the sinking air or the coldest layer is there, all the pollutants get trapped into this. ठीक है, pollutants that have been released either in form of vehicular emissions, ठीक है, in आपका इसके अलावा इंडस्ट्रीज, कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट, कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट्स हैं, और क्या हो सकता है स्टबल बर्निंग और रेसिड्यू बर्निंग दैट यूजुअली हैपेंस, और ड्यू टू द सेलिब्रेशन ऑफ फेस्टिवल्स वी यूज लॉट ऑफ क्रैकर्स, उससे भी पॉल्यूशन हो सकता है. तो ऑल दीज pollutants get trapped, and as these pollutants get trapped and do not get dispersed because of do not get dispersed because of absence of vertical mixing, absence of vertical mixing. ठीक है, because in summer conditions vertical mixing was being facilitated by the upward movement of air, but here it cannot mixed, it cannot be, the vertically mixing is absent here because the cold air is has trapped and it is sinking air, it cannot move upward. ठीक है, तो इसी वजह से जो है आपका we used to see the pollution domes. ठीक है, this is being called as pollution domes that are usually seen in the cities of Delhi या फिर Mexico. So these are couple of examples that you can write, and if you go with the data that as I have already suggested, you have to write 1 or 2 lines for it. One line for data also. The data will be that reported IMD reported the air quality index of Delhi was greater than 500 in 2025. ठीक है, and visibility near Safdarjung, Safdarjung is a place in Delhi, was less than 100 meter. ठीक है. So this is data that you can use, couple of lines that you have to write to support or to give a description about this pollution dome, and rest is the regional diagram that I have already shown. So these three things that you have to keep in your mind while writing about the case study. ये याद रखना है बस. One is regional map, ठीक है. Other is two-line description, ठीक है. And the third one is one line of data. Fine. So that is all about today's case study. Thank you and have a nice day. If you have any other issues, you can mention in comment box. If you want any new case study on any other topics, please go there, mention it. We will make it for you.